Hello everybody, here is Olga with the astrological overview of the upcoming week. Well, the third week of March of this astrological year will be the final, which means that it carries basically two ideas. On one hand, it corresponds to a break, a pause, to summing up, to reflections, and at the same time we go through preparations for a new start, because the new astrological year begins on March 20th, which is the day of the spring equinox. However, the planet of information and communication, Mercury, enters Aries on the 13th, so we can see a real breakthrough in our affairs from this day on. In other words, from March 13th to 18th, we may create many important contacts, we may begin to work on new projects. Many of us will want to finally get out from their cocoon and begin to communicate boldly with the outside world and solve the accumulated problems. There is one big minus in the transit of Mercury through Aries. Sharp, unconsidered words, statements can seriously aggravate the situation in business, in personal communication, and, of course, in politics. The moon will enter Libra on the night of March 13th. The time of this transit is especially favorable for concluding various contracts, for finding compromise and accepting arrangements. The most difficult period for our emotional state is the transit of the moon through Scorpio from March 15th in the morning until the evening of March 17th. Everything related to money of others, to debts and loans can get a bad turn. For example, a credit card may not work, so we should not allow serious expenses. We should watch on our wallet and certainly not react to provocations. But at the same time, these days are ideal for general cleaning in the house, in the office, as well as in our heads, for updating antivirus and other protection services, for identifying weaknesses health-wise, and for strengthening of our immune system, and also for fortune-telling and predictions. On Friday, March 17th, the tense aspect of the square Sun-Saturn will be formed, whose action will last approximately from March 14th to 19th. This aspect provokes lateness, failure of terms, especially in construction, various delays. Its action can also give a lack of energy and resources, difficulties in understanding, especially for the signs of Pisces, Sagittarius, and Leo. Particular attention should be paid to health, especially for those who have problems with blood vessels, with low blood pressure, and with the heart. During this aspect, also a general decline in health is possible, as well as the feeling of loneliness. And it's very important to support our immunity these days. It's better to keep ourselves warm and to avoid cold rooms. At the same time, this aspect favors serious, secluded work. On Saturday, March 18th, Mercury conjuncts Venus in Aries. During the influence of this aspect, March 17th to 19th, old ties can be renewed and important agreements reached, especially for the lives of Aries, Tauruses, and Libras. Well, as we all know, Venus continues its retrograde phase in Aries, which risks to provoke problems in relationships, conflicts, separations, even divorces, and health complications with kidneys. During this period, we should not rush to open our business urgently, especially in something new, to start new partnerships, because the period of Venus retrograde is a test period. It's time to revise old solutions and to look for new ways. We can, for example, do repairs, redesign our website, revise our style in clothes. New love stories and new collaborations started during the phase of Venus retrograde will most likely not evolve in the future. We also remember that Mars passed to the sign of Taurus on March 10th, and thus set us up for resolving business issues, for buying useful items for home and office. The signs of Earth, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn can feel a surge of strength and confidence. It can be a new stable work or successful acquisition. Scorpio, the opposite sign to Taurus, can also get a good incentive and opportunities for new earnings, although it is possible that he will have to play not according to his own rules. And finally, after a difficult middle of the week, Saturday and Sunday on March 18th and 19th, we'll add joint optimism to our everyday events thanks to the moon in the sign of Sagittarius. This transit can help us to expand relations with other regions and even countries. In general, it is advised to spend this weekend actively and usefully, for example, to attend seminars, courses, to go for a walk, to get out of town, to do sports. Here is all for today. I wish you a marvelous week and talk to you very soon next week. Bye-bye.